get saved, baby, I am not the answer, no. I'm a man with a gift and I'm doing my shit like trying to get saved, baby, I am not the answer, no. I'm a man with a gift and I'm doing my shit like
Welcome on in. This is episode 60 in season 4, but more specifically, it is the College Football Playoff National Championship Game episode. Let's freaking go. I'm Kimbroplays if you're new. If you've been following along with us on this wild ride with the Marshall Thundering Herd for a while, welcome back. Season 4 is down to just 2 teams, Marshall and North Carolina. We beat the defending national champion Florida Gators 34-14 in last week's episode, and North Carolina took care of Oregon State 31-24 to advance to their first national championship game. Raymond James Stadium in Tampa will be the site for this one. Let's look at how both teams got here. It's 71-year-old Mack Brown back for his second stint coaching the Tar Heels, and he has this program trending in the right direction. 10 win seasons, 3 of the last 4 years, and 4 straight bowl game wins, ACC champions this season, and he is definitely one of the elder statesmen in all of college football. The Tar Heels are led by 4th-year junior quarterback Drake May, 94 overall, and he has been great in his time in Chapel Hill. Almost 6,000 yards passing in his career, 60 touchdowns to just 21 INTs, 93 throw power, 94 throw accuracy, 6'5", 223 pounds. He's about as good as you'll see at the college level at the position. The rest of the team is led by a few skill position studs like Martin, Jones, Edmonds, and Copenhaver, and really great corner and linebacker play from Egbuna, Boykins, Stevens, and Eccles. You don't make it to 14-0 without having great balance and a bunch of talented guys on your roster, and that's what North Carolina has. Gerard Mayo, in his 4th season in Huntington, he improved to 50-5 with the win over Florida last week, and this will be his second national title game appearance in 4 years. He is showing the college football world that Marshall is a real player in major college football now. A win today would make him the hottest coaching name in the game and would mark the first time since 1984 that a group of 5 school has won a national championship. BYU was the last to do it, beating Michigan in the Holiday Bowl, and they finished that season as the only undefeated team in D1. Obviously, this was pre-BCS and college football playoff era, but they were named consensus national champions that season by the AP and the coaches. So Marshall has a chance to make history again today. Ali and Fuqua were 2 of our best players all season. Fuqua ended up finishing 4th in the Heisman voting, and Ali was on that list all regular season long and fell off it just at the end. We have college football's best kicker in Kevin Hayes, arguably the best defensive line, as all 4 of our starters were named first-team All-Americans this season, and easily the best returner in the sport in Knowledge McDaniel. Here is who the Tar Heels have faced to get here. 67-77 is the combined opponent record for them. Troy was a top 15 win at the time early in the season when they won that game. A road win at Pitt looks good on paper as they ended up 9-3 on the season, and they coasted through the middle part of the conference schedule and started to get tested in November. They beat number 6 Miami and finished it off with an ACC title game win against Clemson, and then of course their semifinal win against Oregon State. Not exactly murderer's row, but they definitely have had a few tests and have passed them all so far. Marshall got off to a hot start, beating 3 ranked Power 5 teams in the first 6 weeks, but it turned out that Penn State and Boston College were both frauds. Our 48-0 win against Illinois looks pretty good as they are a 9-3 Big Ten team. We then boat raced a pretty good 9-2 Georgia Southern team and took out a ranked Arkansas State team to win the Sun Belt. But our signature win on the year, of course, is beating number 2 Florida last week to make this title game. I mentioned at the top, Drake May is the engine for the North Carolina offense. He's a few hundred yards shy of 3,000 yards passing this season. Edmonds, the running back, has 1,100 yards rushing and 14 scores. Martin is basically a 1,000-yard receiver, so we will definitely have David Watkins, our top corner, following him around all day. Defensively, Williams is their leading tackler. Boykins, the corner that we mentioned earlier, is tied for the NCAA lead in interceptions, and Silver, the defensive end, leads them with a suspiciously low 6 sacks. For Marshall, Heisman finalist James Fuqua is our leader. When he is on his game, we are pretty tough to beat. 3,100 yards passing, almost 40 touchdowns. Rasheen Ali is closing in on a 2,000-yard rushing season. Brennan Armstrong, the true freshman tight end, leads us in receiving. Josh Hardiman, our strong safety, won the Thorpe Award and is a tackling machine. And Rasheed Price is 1 sack away from tying the all-time single-season NCAA sack record. He's a baller. Lee Corso believes in us. We love to see it. A-pluses everywhere for North Carolina, but it's actually Marshall who wins all of the stat categories. Both teams are going to make big plays, but I think this one is going to come down to which quarterback has the better day. It's time to find out. The rain will be a factor today. We are in Tampa, Florida at Raymond James Stadium for the College Football National Championship game, home of course to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This place holds up to 75,000 fans, and both teams I expect to travel well. North Carolina in some sick all-black alternates, Marshall in their clean all-white road unis. This one should be a fun one as both teams are 14-0, conference champions, and similarly matched on paper. Let's get into this one. North Carolina defers to the second half. Knowledge McDaniel settling under this one at his 1-yard line, working up the left side hash marks, gets hit hard, only out to the 20-yard line, but that's where Marshall's going to start the day. James Fuqua under center, single back, giving left to Ali on our first play from scrimmage, 6 yards for Rasheen Ali. Really loving these North Carolina unis. 2nd and 4, the give is to Ali. He cuts it back up the middle. He's got the first. 7-step drop, quickly getting it out of his hands. Fuqua flips this in the flats out to Ali. He takes a big shot, but that's really smart to get rid of it quick. First down. Switching up the play here. 1st and 10, across the 45-yard line. Ali, the motion man, out of the backfield as they open up the coverage. Fuqua in the shotgun, looking left towards Ali down the sideline, and he's got it inside the 10-yard line. Rasheen Ali hauls in the 47-yarder, and that was beautifully done as Marshall takes a deep shot on the opening possession and gonna cash in. Now a 1st and goal from about the 6-yard line. It's give right, to Knowledge McDaniel. He's got 5. 2nd and goal from about the 2. Fuqua looking, flicks late to Armstrong. He's gonna get wrangled down. If only his momentum could have carried him into the end zone. He had a little space. Now a 3rd and goal. It's a zone read keeper. James Fuqua sneaks his way in. 3-yard touchdown run, and Marshall marches it right downfield in the rain against the number 1 seed in the playoff and cashes it in. Beautifully done on the zone read keeper. Number 11 falls for it. Fuqua finds a little crease and he's into the end zone. Well done by the Marshall offense, and that's going to set the tone. Coach Mayo's loving it. Drake May trots out there from his own 25, give right to Edmonds, and he finds a little bit of room. He's got 8 yards. 2nd and 2, May, pressure coming from the left side, gets it out of his hands to Walker on the sideline for the first down. Drake May, 6,000 passing yards in his career. He's been really good. He's under pressure here on this one, though, and Aiden Hubbard is going to drag him down. Beautifully done as he looked to escape the pocket after the play action. Hubbard gets there off the spin. Really big sack. 2nd and 16 is what it leaves North Carolina as May just has to get rid of this one. And just like that, it's a 3rd and very long as they look to set up the screen to Edmonds. Being tracked down by Johnson, bounced out of bounds by Eric Love. It's going to be 4th and 13. And they're going to punt on their opening possession as they barely get this one away. And we get to see Knowledge McDaniel do his thing for the first time. He gets hit and he fumbles it. Dilworth, the linebacker, is going to recover this one. Dilworth jumps on it, but Knowledge McDaniel, he's so solid. Returner of the year, and this time he's just unable to hold on to this ball in the rain as he tried to make a cutback and they tackled the football. And that's going to set North Carolina up in perfect field position, but it's going backwards as Aiden Hubbard gets another sack. Similar to the last time, 2nd and 17 as Malcolm Folk almost got in front of that ball. 3rd and long upcoming. Drake May, well protected in the pocket, has all day. Looking left to the sideline, Eric Love. Oh man, this ball was late and Blackwell hauls it in. Eric Love out there in his cover 3 responsibility. He kind of gets there too early and overruns it, and Blackwell sneaks a foot in bounds. And Eric Love knew it. Man, that sucks. We probably could have forced the punt. 1st and goal, giving toss right to Edmonds, and he's going backwards. Really nice job by Marshall. Malcolm Folk on the play. 2nd and goal now. Shotgun. May under pressure. He runs into Hubbard again. Third sack already in the first quarter for Aiden Hubbard, as Drake May has got to stop trying to sneak out to the right. That's got to be something they address, as that's in our game plan. 3rd and goal. Mario Sanders is going to swat this one down. Probably could have made a play on the pick, but Marshall will be happy with the swat to force just the field goal on the turnover, and they're not even going to get that, as this one gets pulled hard left. This was a chip shot, and I cannot believe they missed it. Marshall dodging a bullet after the fumble. Tommy Chambers gets it on the jet sweep, trying to work their way out of their own 20-yard line. 2nd and 8, seam route up to Armstrong, and he can't hang on. Dang, that was a tough one. That would have been a first down. Now a 3rd and 8, we go right back to Armstrong, fighting to get to the first down marker, and he does. 10-yard reception making up for the drop. 1st and 10, Ali's got 4 on first down. 2nd and 6, Fuqua flipping it out to Ali late, keeps his feet in bounds, but is going backwards. This one's a loss of 2. That sets us up with a 3rd and 7. Fuqua quickly on the slant finds Tommy Chambers, who fights forward for 14. Beautifully done as we get to the logo, but that play's going backwards. Really nice job there by Silver on the TFL. 2nd and 14. Fuqua, well protected, finding Armstrong, and he holds on to this one. 19-yard reception for the freshman tight end. 1st and 10, drifting back, buying a little time, staying in the pocket, and Cook is the man on the drag route. He's got 9. Shotgun again, 2nd and 1. We're going to check it down again, this time to Ali. Just go ahead and get that first. Just outside the 20. We're going to bring Chambers in motion. The give is left to Ali, who makes a great juke. He's got 7. Pressure coming from the safety on the far right. Fuqua notices it. Pressure doesn't come. He sits in the pocket, finds Bass on the drag, who gets lifted way up into the sky and thrown down. That was insane. He's got 8 and a first down. Marshall in the deep red zone again. 1st and goal. Fuqua looking to buy time, and he does. Beautifully done. Tommy Chambers, 8-yard touchdown. Fuqua is 11 of 12 with 131 and a touchdown to start this game. Pretty straightforward. Tommy just running the drag route, but check out the work by this front. I'll call it a front 6. Beautifully done. Fuqua has all day to pick this one apart, and Marshall's got a 2-touchdown lead. Insane. Coach Mayo's loving it. Marshall in control of this one early. Early second quarter, Drake May to the sideline on play action, first down. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10, looking to set up the screen. Can we get out there? Daniels gets hit hard by an offensive lineman. Watkins slows him up, forces him out. It'll be a 3rd and 1 upcoming, and Drake May, this one in the rainy conditions, he couldn't complete it, and they're going to elect to punt it. Hopefully McDaniel can hold on to this one. 4th and 1, they get it away. McDaniel's good, makes a couple jukes, breaks a tackle, breaks another, fighting, looking to cut it back at 7 yards. A lot of work, but he held on to it this time, which I guess is all we can ask for. Ali going nowhere on first down. Now a 2nd and 10, we check it down underneath again. Bass doing a lot, spinning and juking. He's got 3 yards. Gonna leave us with a 3rd and 8. As we look to convert again, we do find Bass as he jukes upfield. They're going to not give him the yards. He's got it short, 4th and inches, but Marshall going to stay aggressive. Let's see what they've got going. Zone read keeper, Fuqua trying to keep it himself, and he can't get there. And that's a big play in this game as we turn it over on downs on our side of the 50. Drake May taking over from about the 44. He's got to throw it away on first. Only 50% passing early in the game for Drake May as he looks left late to the sideline. Broken tackle, missed tackle. Holy cow. Edmonds gets 9. He probably should have had 1. Now it's a 3rd and 1 upcoming. We send 5. 5 gets home. Ooh, he barely got this away. It was barely not a fumble, incomplete. And at a 4th and 1 from about the 35 in these conditions, they can't do anything but punt it, and it was a horrible punt. So Marshall's going to get it on the touchback, and look at how good James Fuqua has been. 141 yards, a touchdown, only 1 incompletion. We talked about it. The best quarterback of these two to lead their team was probably going to be successful. So far, it's been Fuqua as Marshall has the 14-0 lead. Short pickup for Ali on first down. Inside give gives him 7 and a first. Play action on this first down play. Looking deep, scrambling, somehow reverse pivoting out of there. Fuqua cuts it upfield, gets to the sideline, and he's going to stay safely and get the first down. That was a heck of a play by James Fuqua. Beautifully done, 14 yards as he looks to escape again out left. Ooh, just barely got this one away, and an injury to Knowledge McDaniel. He was in there picking up the blitz, so we'll have to keep an eye on Knowledge's status as we look on 2nd and 10. Ooh, man, tight window throw there. Chancellor Bright hauls it in. Leaves us with the 3rd and 2 as we sweep it right. Nope, it's his own read keeper. Fuqua breaking a tackle, has a few blocks, gets tripped up from behind. Ooh, I think he might have been able to score if he doesn't get shoestring tackled. 22 yards and a first, and Marshall at the 25 is in good shape again as Fuqua looks to run. I think he's out of breath. Sacked for a loss of 10. Isaac Williams in there on the sack. Sets us behind the sticks big time. 2nd and 20, but John Bass is going to get it all back as he back jukes at the 1st down marker. Well done by John Bass, who's had a nice first quarter. 1st and 10, flipping it over to Armstrong quickly as we just look to get it out of our hands. 2nd and 5 upcoming. After the 5-yard reception, the give left is to Ali, powering forward and into the end zone. 8-yard touchdown run by Rasheen Ali. This is well blocked. Look at Brian Justice, the right guard, pull and get a big old block right there in the hole. Ali does the rest of the work. 21-0 with 44 seconds to go in the half. Man, oh man, did not see the start of this game playing out the way it has, as Drake May and the North Carolina offense would do themselves a solid if they could find some points before the end of the half. 35 seconds. Somehow May breaks a tackle out to Eric Love, who can't make a play on the ball again, and then it squirts free. This play was crazy as Eric Love again gets there too early. Jones hauls it in, but then kind of gets bumped and drops it. 31 seconds to play. It's a 3rd and 6. The draw to Edmonds. It opens up. He's got blockers and Green in front of him. Eric Love is going to track him down. But Kamaro Edmonds, as they were probably trying to just go to halftime, he breaks it off for 40 yards. 24 seconds, 2 timeouts. North Carolina finds the slant route to Jones. It's going to leave him with a 2nd and 4. 20 seconds left. May setting up the screen, looking left. Edmonds has been successful in open field, but nice job there to stand him up and leave him short. Clock is running. 3rd and 2. No timeout used by North Carolina. They decide to snap it. They throw the ball, and Blackwell stays in bounds. What is he doing? You've got to get out of bounds. Oh man, North Carolina squanders an opportunity. You hate it when the CPU does that, but Marshall's going to dodge the bullet and take this one 21-0 into halftime. And here is the first half stats. 176 passing yards to just 78 for Marshall. 73 yards on the ground to just 22. We've doubled them up in time of possession, but we do have the 1 turnover. Really interesting to see how North Carolina responds here with their backs against the wall as we get the second half started. They're going to get it first from the 25 as the 3rd quarter gets rolling. May loading up, deep up the sideline. Watkins had it. Daniels had it. Oh man, we could have had a pick on the first play. 2nd and 10, Drake May under pressure. He gets the check down away. Nice sure tackle there by Kerryon Martin. Leaves him with a 3rd and 6. May under pressure, kind of dancing, looking deep again. Sanders, no way. Broken tackles. We got to force him out of bounds, and we do. Gavin Blackwell brings this one in. Oh man, this one hurts. We hit the corner route. It's kind of like an out and up and then a broken play. We're right there to make the play. Sanders doesn't animate. Watkins misses the tackle. Daniels misses the tackle. We are struggling on the deep ball today. Green on the draw. Kerryon Martin is there. Elijah Green going backwards. 2-yard loss. And we've got to shore up this pass defense. We're giving up. The only thing we're giving up is big plays late to the sideline because we're not playing good D on the ball. Incomplete on 2nd down. Going to leave him with a 3rd and long. Drake May, shotgun. Pressure coming. There's that man tying the NCAA sack lead, Rashid Price. 27 sacks on the season, and he picks up a huge one here, leaving them with a 4th and 20, and they've got to punt it. Not only have there been tons of sacks, they've been very timely. Rashid Price having a heck of a year. Ali gets 5 on 1st down, makes a nice cut on 2nd, but only gets a yard, leaving us with a 3rd and 3. Fuqua looking under pressure. He needs to slide down, and he does as he scrambles for a 1st. John Bass, the motion man. We fake the give to him and give to Ali, who's having trouble finding room. So we continue to try to pound it with him, but not getting a lot of success as the give this time is to Ethan Payne, subbed in because McDaniel's hurt. He's got nothing. Now on a 3rd and 7, we throw it right to Dilworth as Fuqua tries to hit the slant route to Samuel Cook, and this one sucks. Gosh, this one hurts. I want this back so bad. I'll be honest with you. This is not a bad play. We've got double slants against zone coverage. I just get completely fooled. He just stops as he's hiding right behind Tommy Chambers. We think the 2nd window is going to be open, and it's not. He just is standing there, Dilworth, and we turn it over, and that gives them new life. Midway third quarter, they've got it right about the 12-yard line, but first play of the drive going backwards. Second 11, it's a draw play. Edmonds breaking a tackle, fighting forward. He's got 7. Man, he's been a tough runner today. Third and 4, 3:22 to go in the third quarter. May under pressure, and it's a party at the quarterback. Another timely play by the Marshall D-line. This time it's true freshman Jermaine Johnson, but really this could go to all 4 guys on the defense. They're going to trot out their kicker to try to get some points on the board, and they do. He doesn't squander this one. 21-3 is our score late third quarter. Can't afford any more turnovers from Fuqua and the offense. Luckily, the D does their job. And oh my God, as Ali fumbles this one. Luckily, we recover it. It's Dilworth again, number 11. He's been in on everything today. He forces this fumble. Luckily, we dive on it. As I was trying to say, we cannot turn it over and give them new life with this 3-score lead. Ali's got 8 and a first down as we're across the 30-yard line. Fuqua just need to make safe plays as this one's late back across the middle to Cook. It's good for 2 yards. 1 minute left in the third quarter. Shaking. Ooh, what a move by Ali. Gets hit hard right at the logo, but that was nasty. First down, it's Cook in the motion, man. We're going to give it to him, but we can't get the edge. Going backwards, tackled for loss. We've tried a little bit of everything. Sweeps, inside give, outside give, zone read. Really struggling as Fuqua keeps this one, fighting. It's got 7 yards, going to make it a much more manageable third down for us. 3rd and 6 to the sideline, and that one was very dangerous. Boykins was all over it. 4th and 6, we're going to punt this one away. And as we take a look at the defensive stats, 5 sacks from Marshall, interception and a forced fumble by North Carolina. Drake May and his squad has it back, looking to find more points. 4 yards to Walker on first down as we cross the 8-minute mark in the fourth quarter. May on the scramble. He gets out this time past Hubbard. He's got 10 yards, gets himself a first down. Now looking to run again, and we're struggling to keep track of the big quarterback as he's breaking tackles and has a blocker. What in the world? We are struggling in the worst part of this game. 32-yard scramble from Drake May, who has not shown an ability to run all day, and then in the fourth quarter when it matters, all of a sudden he's Derrick Henry. 7:30 to play. 1st and 10. May standing in there, finding Blackwell, and luckily for us, he falls down on the dive. Otherwise, he walks into the end zone perfectly. Man, they got us fooled there. Not sure how he got behind the safety, but it doesn't matter. 5-yard touchdown reception. Kevin Martin as North Carolina clawing themselves back into the game. Now it's a 21-10 score as he finds space on the slant route. And they're going to go for 2. May all day under pressure now and looking left, and Green sneaks out of the backfield. We lose track of him and he's right there. It is 21-11. 7 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Marshall needs to close this one out very soon. Looking to throw on first down, and that was very dangerous as we get it away. Barely. Woo-wee. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Scary. Now that we're back is up against the shadow of the goalpost. 4-yard rush on second. Now it's a 3rd and 6. We got to find a way to convert, and we do. It's Chancellor Bright out of the backside, 14 yards. Ali give left on first down. It's only a 2-yard gain as our run game with Ali has really struggled. They've clamped us pretty good since that first possession. Armstrong up the seam, and he drops it. Oh my goodness. If Brennan squeezes that, we might be in business for another touchdown. 3rd and 8 upcoming. Fuqua pressured. He finally finds a little room to escape. Needs to slide down and protect the ball. He does. 5 minutes to play in the fourth. Nice scramble to keep the drive alive as we are chewing clock. Running it to Ali out the right side. He's got a lot of blocking up front, but not finding any holes. Pressure look from North Carolina. We give it inside. Ali breaks a tackle and gets stonewalled. This time going backwards. It's Dilworth again. 3rd and 9. 3:15 to play. We're going to give it to Ethan Payne, who's in the game for Ali, breaking tackles, and he finds a first down. What a nice play by running back 3, Ethan Payne. My goodness. 1st and 10. Fuqua out of the backfield to Ali, and he's going backwards as we can't even get the check down to work. Dilworth again. 2nd and 12. 2 minutes to play. Rocker step play action. Fuqua out along the sideline. Got to make a smart decision. I think we hit the wrong button and looked to throw it all the way down the middle of the field. We just need to keep that ball in play. Yikes. My bad on the wrong button as we look to get the screen set up for Ali. 3rd and 12. 9-yard reception. Short of the yard to gain. Timeout North Carolina. And that's going to force Kevin Hayes to come on. He gets this one up. It's not long enough. No way. Kevin Hayes is going to be just short. I have no clue how this ball ends up short. I thought we kicked it with full power. And with a minute 50 to go from their own 30, Drake May is out there launching deep, and Jones is behind Eric Love. There is no way. Daniels tracks him down at the 2, but Eric Love gets beat again along the sideline and then misses the tackle. And with 1:40 to go, they're inside the 2-yard line. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe that happened. Edmonds on the first run. Folk, can he get there? He does. Tackled for loss. Nice job in the goal line situation by the Marshall run D. Now a 2nd and goal with 1 minute to play. Clock running. Drake May under pressure back across his body. He finds J.J. Jones in the end zone. It's a 2-yard touchdown reception. As this one, we were all over this. The pressure's starting to get home. The coverage is there, and Jones is just standing still, and May picks him out. 21-18 with 1:05 to play. I can't believe it. 21-0. Marshall was in full control. And here's the onside kick. Ooh, William Matthews scoops this one up. Man, we're going to take an exhale. 2 timeouts for North Carolina. 1:03 to play. We just got to run this clock out. Ali spinning 2nd and 5. Timeout by North Carolina. They're down to 1 left. Can we just milk this clock? Ali up the middle. No way! He fumbled! Boykins recovers! Oh my God, Marshall's 3rd turnover of the game, hit by Silver, and Ali, the redshirt senior, should have been Heisman finalist, almost 2,000-yard rusher. With 1 minute to go in the national championship game, up 3, he puts it in the water. No shot. North Carolina has it, and they're fired up. 56 seconds to go. Drake May trots back out there, 40-yard line. 1 timeout to the tight end, Copenhaver. Nice tackle there by Malcolm Folk. Clock running. They're going to elect to spike it. That leaves them with a 3rd and 10. Clock stopped, 41 seconds. They go draw play again to Edmonds. No shot. Flag is down, however. Offsides on us. I have no idea who was offsides. Nobody I was controlling. Going to leave them with a 3rd and 5, and it stops the clock. That sucks. Much more manageable now at 3rd and 5 across the middle. Martin has it, but he's short. It's going to leave him with a 4th and inches. 30 seconds and counting. They don't use the timeout. Drake May on 4th and inches. He's got Copenhaver, the tight end, along the sideline. He decides to stay in bounds for some reason. Clock will stop on the 1st, but North Carolina is threatening at the 24-yard line. 15 seconds to go. May looking left. Copenhaver drops it. It's going to leave him with a 2nd and 10. Nice coverage there. Rainy conditions might have played a factor. 11 seconds left. Man coverage across the board for Marshall. Cover 2. Drake May in the pocket, dancing, looking left. Eric Love, no way, he picked it off. Eric Love is going to pick it off, and that's it. No way. Marshall. And of all the players, the man who's been getting picked on all day, this one's just too late to the back of the end zone looking for Jones. And Eric Love makes the game-saving interception. He's in great phase, man coverage, and the ball's just too late and too much on the line. Eric Love's all over it, toe-tapping Marshall football. All that's left to do is kneel this one out. Fuqua drops to one knee, and it's official. Marshall, your college football national champions in Season 4. What an incredible game as North Carolina battles back, blanks us in the second half, but their comeback comes up just short, and I still can't believe after the game he was having, Eric Love is able to come up with the INT in the back of the end zone. Fuqua's your player of the game. Coach Mayo's going to lift up the crystal ball, as of course we don't have a real trophy in Revamped, but it's still beautiful to see the presentation and to see the boys successful as Marshall does the unthinkable. First time since 1984 a non-Power 5 team has been able to do what they just did today. What a ball game. 21-18 as this turned into a great game in the second half. Marshall jumps out to that 21-0 halftime lead, but falls asleep at the wheel and lets a good veteran team claw back and almost snatch this one away from them. Fuqua earns player of the game honors, 199 yards passing on an efficient 20 of 27 in the rain. A touchdown and a pick, which was on me, not him. He was the star that we needed him to be today, and it's the number 3 instant classic game in this series. Drake May added a bunch of yards on goofy 50-50 balls that we struggled with all day. 260 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, a pick, sacked 5 times. He was okay, but definitely struggled at times with his accuracy in the rain, and he didn't give them much with their legs, only 9 yards rushing despite the big scramble. Ali, aside from that first drive, was shut down all day. 82 yards on 21 carries, under 4 yards per carry, and 2 fumbles. He does get into the end zone with that great individual effort down in the red zone, but the sure-handed 5th-year senior caught coughed one up with a minute to go and almost cost us. 99 times out of 100, I think he ices this game for us and there's no drama, but today was not that day. Martin, their leading receiver, was guarded by Watkins all day, held to just 4 catches on 13 yards. He does score on that slant down in the red zone, but almost had no impact in this one. However, J.J. Jones and Gavin Blackwell haunted us. They were incredible as they combined for 185 yards on 8 catches and a touchdown. Aiden Hubbard, 3 sacks. He was a presence at the start of the game, but all 3 came in the first quarter. After that, he was completely silent as Drake May adjusted and stopped trying to escape out to Hubbard's side. Dilworth led them defensively with 9 tackles, 2 TFLs, a forced fumble on McDaniel's punt, a very sneaky INT in zone coverage against us where he baited us into the slant route. He was a nuisance all day. But all in all, it didn't matter. Marshall's defense made the play it had to make, like it has all season long, and there's your final bracket. Season 4, Marshall shocks the college football world. As we advance through to see the rest of the bowl game results, Coach Mayo has an upgrade. He's a level 26, and some records have been broken. Rasheen Ali is now the school's all-time single-season rushing leader with 1,919 yards. An incredible result for him, and I'm glad his legacy isn't tarnished with that fumble. Would have been a disappointment to have that be his final story in a loss in the championship. The other record, Rasheed Price, sets the new school sack record, of course, blows it away by 10, and ends the year tied with Terrell Suggs for the NCAA single season lead with 27 sacks. He was unblockable for most of this season. Feeling pretty good about the recruiting tree. Let's work on the game management side for Coach Mayo. +1 into Road Warrior. Help these guys out on the road. Let's look at some of the bowl game results as we put a bow on this season. Toledo ends their great year at 10-3 with a 13-10 win against Air Force. Really good stuff for a MAC school. Our old rivals, Florida Atlantic, finished the year at 11-2 with a good win against a good Georgia Southern team who was solid all season. Northern Illinois goes 13-1 and stomps Minnesota from the Big Ten. Notre Dame dominates LSU as the Tigers are in a bit of a free fall, finishing the season at 6-7. Could they be looking for a new coach this spring? Troy earns a bowl win, 9-4 this year after starting the season preseason top 10. They get the best of Bowling Green, who was actually our bowl opponent from season 3 last year. Oklahoma and Utah go to overtime in the Alamo Bowl, 17-14. The Utes win. Michigan smokes Texas A&M in the Music City Bowl, 45-14. And unfortunately, the Wolverines aren't going away in this series. Arkansas State shows just how good they were. Tripped up close to the end of the regular season, losing a few times after being undefeated all year. Then, of course, lost to us in the Sun Belt, but they get a great bounce-back bowl win against Big Ten champ Nebraska. They get it done in the Citrus Bowl. What a result for the Red Wolves. The Buckeyes take out Saban and Bama in what looks like it was a great Rose Bowl, 30-27. Alabama finishing at 11-3, no SEC title or playoff appearance for 2 straight seasons. I wonder what's going on in Tuscaloosa. Clemson takes care of Houston in the Orange Bowl, 35-30, and USC is back, 11-2 as they beat Miami in the Sugar Bowl. Some really fun storylines and bowl results in there as we wrap up season 4, and Marshall stands atop the college football mountain alone this season. And as expected, Marshall wants to keep Coach Mayo in Huntington for years to come. A big-time 5-year extension is on the table, and that is the perfect place to leave this episode. In the next one, we're going to dive all the way into the offseason. What's next? Is Coach Mayo going to be lured away after hoisting, or has Marshall become a real destination as the college football landscape is always changing with conference realignment? So much more to get into, but today is all about celebrating this title with this team. What a season. Thank you so much for tuning in if this was your first episode or your 60th. I love you. I appreciate you. Comment below your favorite player of this season, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.